Oh, I should stop sharing. Sorry.
No, just keep it. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. غدا هننزل البول أول ما أخلص كلام، أوكي؟
ايه يا دكتور، حاضر.
Good evening, everyone. Hope everything is going well by your side. This is Dr. Zahra Ahmad Al-Muefi, Assistant Researcher at the Child Health Department of the Medical Research Division at the National Research Center in Egypt. I'm really delighted to have you all this evening. Today, we will be sharing our last webinar within Reaxys series. The Reaxys series has been a part of the Elsevier NRC webinar series entitled Enhance Your Research with Elsevier, and we have been very proud to have our a very special speaker with us all through this month of March, Mr. Alexei Moisif, Life Science Solution Customer Consultant at Elsevier, Russia, Turkey, CIS countries, and recently Egypt. So we would like to welcome you again today. In this last webinar regarding Reaxys. Not the least, actually, this is the second part of our how to improve research and development productivity with Reaxys. This is the second part of the session. We have started the first part on January 18th. For whoever haven't been able to attend this webinar with us, you can still find its recording on the YouTube channel of the conference unit at the National Research Center. You can find it also on the website of the conference unit. You can find the Google Drive forms for all your previous certificates if you have attended with us all the 6 webinars for Reaxys series. Today is going to be a very special webinar, a very nice ending of all the sessions we have previously been through, a really nice wrap up of all the informations, all the uses of the Reaxys solution in different subspecialties, not only for chemists. So Mr. Alexei have also been sharing with us his PDF version of the presentations. They will be available for you near the end of the session and still be available on the website of the conference unit. So you can download them, you can rewatch the recording of the Zoom meeting, you can keep in contact with us through your comments or your inquiries. We will be sharing with you a Google form for your certificate. You should submit it by the end of the session. Your feedback is very important to us. We need to hear from you what you would like to hear again with Mr. Alexei Moisif regarding Reaxys or any other subjects you would be interested to. Actually, we have prepared a poll that we will be sharing now with you. Ghada, please. This poll, we will be sharing some ideas of further topics we can share with you in the upcoming weeks. According to your opinion, the specialty you would like to hear or the topic you are interested in, we will be organizing as soon as possible any webinars you would like to share with us. So we will be sharing the poll now for you to submit your feedback.
Thank you, Dr. Al-Zahra Al-Muefi. Should I stop sharing my screen?
No, it's okay. You can just keep it. If you'd like to get started, it's okay, and we will be sharing the poll. Maybe we just have some technical issue with it, so we can share it maybe later in the presentation, or maybe by the end of the presentation, just to fix it now. You can just start your screen sharing, and we will be sharing the poll within a few minutes.
Dr. El-Mawafi,
yes, yes, if you have the poll option by your side, can you start sharing it, Mr. Alexi, please?
Lunch poll, yes.
Yes, that's great. So our dear audience would like you to share your opinion with us. I will be reading it very slowly so that everyone can follow us. We are pleased to receive your feedback regarding what you wish to learn next in our upcoming webinars hosted by the conference unit at the National Research Center in Egypt. Please choose one or more topics of your interest and let us all enjoy enhancing our research together. So we are proposing 4 different subjects. The first one regarding water, water resources and water treatment as demineralization, sanitation, and other purification technologies, improvement of use efficiency, and wastewater management. I'm not sure if all the rest of the line is appearing to you. I will be reading it too. Waste management, wastewater treatment, drainage technologies, water analysis and monitoring of contaminations with fertilizers, pesticides, and pollution. So that's the first option you might choose. You can choose more than one option if you'd like. The second option would be regarding petrochemical and energy, materials and technologies, minerals and its properties, material science, sustainable development and green chemistry, renewable energy, maybe also water treatment. So this is the second option you might choose. The third option would be agriculture and sustainable food production, natural technologies in foods and food analysis regarding pesticides, antibiotics, identification of fake food and beverage, quality of foods and beverage, mycotoxins and fumonisins, aflatoxins, heavy metals, polychlorinated biphenyls, benzopyrenes, and etc. So this is the third option. The fourth and last option we are proposing for you is biotechnology, biochemistry, pharmacology, medical devices, pharmaceuticals, and biomedicine applications, biological sciences, and veterinary. So these are the 4 options we are proposing for you to choose among them for the upcoming webinars we will be organizing very soon according to your feedback. Can you see any answers coming?
Yes, I see a lot of answers for biotechnology, biochemistry, and pharmacology.
Great, that's the option I would take too. Yeah, that's maybe my field of interest. So I would be really eager to learn more about it from you. So if everyone agrees, I would pick this one and maybe I would start with it. So if you have the second option you are getting, which one is it?
Okay, probably I can start my presentation and pool will continue. And
we can continue the poll later on. You believe maybe they will share more advice or more suggestions later on? Okay.
Yes, because
you would like to share the results we have reached till now, or would you like to just keep it?
I just want. I think that I see the button end polling, but probably I should not press it and wait And not everyone voted.
Have you reached how much percent have already
47.
given their opinion?
47% voted.
47%. So almost half of our audience have already voted. Yeah. So we can read the poll and share the results, and then we can restart the poll again by the end of the session. Maybe more audience will just join us later. So it would be nice to restart it again. But now you can press end poll and then share the results so everyone can see the results. Great. So I see 51, more than 51% of our audience have chosen the fourth topic: biotechnology, biochemistry, pharmacology, medical devices, pharmaceutical and biomedicine applications, biological sciences, and veterinary, which is a very nice choice. The second option would be regarding agriculture, sustainable food production. The third one would be water resources, and last not least would be about petrochemicals and energy. So I'm really glad with that feedback, and we can stop sharing the results now if you like to go back to your presentation. And by the end of the session, we can restart the poll again for whoever would like to share his opinion again.
Okay, thank you very much. Dr. Al-Mawafy for this poll, to creating this poll, and thank you, colleagues, that you
thanks
for
to
your
you
votes.
for being our speaker.
Yes, and yes, and I suggest to start my today lecture because today I prepared really a lot of
information. It took you lots of effort, I see. So I'm very eager to learn more. So let's get started.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Today I planning to more or less summarize everything, to show some new examples that could be also interesting. It will be not duplication of previous our webinars. It will be totally new. Again, we'll start from Reaxys. What is this? Start with quick search. I will give some new examples how to use it. Structure editor, shortly with news example, query builder, and I will explain some new features of Reaxys that I was not showing previously. Firstly, you know what is Reaxys, that it's huge database. It's the biggest chemical database that exists in the morning. The story of Reaxys is very, very long. If we talking about content of Reaxys, it was developing a lot of years. It was started as the first edition of Gmelin handbook. Also, then we added information from Bilstein handbook, very famous information database. And also it was some big addiction of the information from Bilstein in end of the last century. And also Crossfire also was very, very big updates of Reaxys in several years ago, when it was started to be electronic and available web version of this of this database. Also in this year we have very, very great updates from point of view of patents. And last year it was very big updates of and was updated information about commercial substances, about suppliers of chemical reagents, and also this year we are planning to implement directly in the Reaxys our tool predictive electrosynthesis that already developed and available right now as an option. This is like this. Reaxys is always developing. Also developing base on your feedback, based on your needs, based on your questions that you're asking to us, or I think you know how to ask the question. You have a feedback directly in Reaxys. Any second you can ask question to our specialist, give you feedback, and what your expectation from this database, what your functions and filters you're interested that we will implement directly in our database, and which content is interesting for you. As you know, it's database that allows you focus on using information, not searching information, because more or less everything that possible to extract from the articles, from books, from the conferences, from patents already extracted and available in the database. It's very simple to use it. If we are talking about quick search, everyone can use it. Just place your query directly in quick search, and also create a structure that also available in quick search. Together they are giving you a lot of possibility to find information. Or information Reaxys interpret the natural language and truncation and operators, and recognize search intention, sort of list of result with option, and it's all results are always standardized and normalized and collated information in one place. You are getting everything in one form. When you are working with it, everything is standard. You will understand where you can get the information and how it's collected, and how Reaxys is giving this information to you. One solution, in reality, it's 6 databases. 4 of them are available for you right now. It's bibliographic database, substance database, chemical reaction, and property databases. If you're interested in bioactivity, optionally, it also could be available. Also about biological targets database optionally is available. If you're interested, please contact me, and we will find solution how to get this information. Let's start from today. I will be working directly in the database. I think after our 5 webinars, you know how to use it, you know how to find filters, you know how to use it, and I prepared for you a lot of examples that mainly I will show you directly in the slides that already prepared. For example, a very simple way to go to Reaxys and place in a query builder some string, like, for example, stationary chromatographic you can place here chromatographic stationary phase. It will be and add here, for example, nanotubes, and Reaxys artificial intellect will find everything by your request, and will find for you a lot of different documents about stationary phase, chromatographic stationary phase, and about nanotubes, and together chromatographic nanotubes, and you will find everything regarding these topics. Artificial intellect working very good. Sometimes it's very, very clever and able to find exactly that you want from it. nanotubes that I was showing you, and also the small, but more or less, if we are working only with documents, not with chemical structures, not with chemical filters, it will be the same result that you are getting in Scopus. But if you want a little bit more than Scopus, you can go to quick search results and edit it in Query Builder, edit additional filters, edit additional structures, molecular formula, and combine it with a lot of huge amount of instrument that that has Reaxys with spectral properties, physical properties, information does it used, for example, nanotubes used in medicine and other things. For example, another example. Here's how in reality we have several views of the databases, several databases in Reaxys, database of bibliographic view, when you will find document, database of substances, reaction and targets. And for example, you need to find some information about substances like coumarin. You just enter it in quick search, find everything, can find information in commercial substances where it available commercially, or in documents where coumarin in documents, and also just click to result of substances. And here you will find everything that possible to find about coumarin, preparations, reaction, target, documents, bioactivity. Optionally, if you have this addiction, if this module is available for you, physical data and other things. It's Reaxys offering you extensive property data properties, magnetic, other things, which this information is extracted from the database. Also, for example, you can find solubility of this substance in different solvents, and if you will find, look, and you will see what is solubility, on which temperature it was measured, what is the solvent, what's the ratio of solvents if it's different combination of solvent, and of course additional comments and information and documents from where it was extracted. Spectral data, NMR spectroscopy, rotational spectroscopy, and other things, fluorescence spectroscopy, and very often very useful to click to other data for this substance available information, concentration in the environment, bioaccumulation, biodegradation, abiotic degradation, also commercial and laboratory use of these substances, how it used in industry, how it used in technology and laboratories, also from where we can get it from natural sources, and some specific information about quantum chemical calculation even. And very easy to click to synthesis planner and run from this view and find all the ways of synthesis of these substances. You can click to create synthesis plan manually or automatically, and find the way of synthesis of the substance, and where will be the yield, will be all the extracted information, how to synthesize this, how to use it, and will be available information about commercial availability of substance, or not only from popular catalog, but also about from a very huge internal database of Reaxys, where there is more than 500 suppliers over the world. You can find from this database information about these 500 suppliers from where available coumarin, packages, purity, prices, and what is important, you can filter information by price and filter information by package, filter by purity. What it gives you, you can, if you for finding some information about some synthesis, let's place it coumarin. Just a second. Place here coumarin. Find this substance in the database. Find preparation ways of coumarin. In the module of commercial substances, you can filter by price, by packages, by purity, stock availability, and you can optimize your synthesis to find only synthesis with, for example, with the most cheap ingredients. You will really able to optimize it, and of course optimize by solvents. We have some special possibility to filters by green solvents and other things that allows you optimize your synthesis. Also, for example, you can place here solubility of vitamin D3 and find all the information about this and find exactly what you need, find the solubility of vitamin D3. Reaxys will understand you if you will place it in quick search and find all the information. If you will click to hit data, you will find all supporting information, temperature, what's the solvent, and everything. And for example, if you're interested to find dissociation coefficient of some substances, like here, you can just play pKa of phenol, and you click to find everything, dissociation exponent for these substances, really a lot of hits with numbers extracted from the document. You don't, it means that you totally don't need to read any document. You save unbelievably amount of time. You will get all the numbers, and you can export it to your hard drive by even to Excel file and use this data directly. And also quick search working very good also with chemical reaction. You can place to quick search, for example, synthesis of some substance like this, and find all reaction of synthesis of this substance. Reaxys became always more clever and clever. Now it understands you very well and find all this reaction for synthesis of this substance. And you can click to experimental procedure and find all the data that you need, like what is the experimental procedure, including temperature, including catalyst, including pressure, and other information that help you understand, is it good synthesis, does it use green solvent, it is good from point of view of green chemistry and other things that will help you to find what you need. Also, it helping to find to search named reaction. Just for example, you're interested to find some reaction named by DS Alder, and it gives you a hint that you need to click DS Alder cycloaddiction and find all these kind of reactions that are existing in the Reaxys, and you can learn everything that you need from Reaxys directly about this named reaction conditions and so on. What will help you understand what means this named reactions. And also another example, esterification of benzoic acid. Just place in quick search this request, click to find, and you will find all the information about esterification of benzoic acid, all the reaction. Of course, you can try to find this information in document, but if you click on reaction, you will exactly will find this reaction and with conditions, with everything. Like here you see the reaction, and what is very important, sometimes you will find one chemical reaction explained in several documents, in several articles, in several patents, and but in reaction no any duplication. You will not waste your time on finding the duplication. You will find only one record with with a lot of links on with a lot of references to initial document. And for here you can find about information about this reaction. You can filter your reactions by some solvent. For example, now you have filters in reaction view, filter by solvent, filter by catalyst. For example, we are filter by pyridine to use only this solvent. Yes, and here a lot of other filters that allows you to find needed information, and this filters giving you possibility for screening and sorting your information that you found. In different views, we have different filters. In substance views, there is one amount of filters. In reaction view, you will find another tools and another instrument. In documents view, you will find other instruments, like in documents view, you can work with index terms, with filter by reaction, by catalyst, by activity, by authors and other things. You will, if you are working with reaction, you will find that in different views you will find different filters. Also, quick search is very useful. For example, if you want to find some author, you can place name for some interesting person, or your name or name of your colleague, and find all the documents related to this author if needed, and to understand with which substances he was working with which chemical reactions, which index terms, to understand what he is doing in chemistry, what he is what he is doing. And also in quick search you can just place the patent number. For example, if you want to find some patent, and you will get this patent in the document view, and you will get all the information about patents, about you will view the abstract, you will view the front page translated to English, understand which substances in this, which chemical reaction, and what is unique function. You will see the claim translated to English. It's an excellent way for working with patents, because some is usually they are published very often on in English, for example, in Russian, in Spanish, in Chinese. But now you can read it. Now you can understand what about this patent. You can find the information in this, extract the information in this, and Reaxys working with these documents. It's very fast, and you can find the information that you need. Briefly, let's switch to from query builder, from quick search to structure editor. Structure editor, hopefully you already was working with this. There is a two views, Marvin.js and KimDraw.js. You can use both both instrument. I prefer Marvin.js, but I think a lot of people prefer KimDraw because they was working with it previously. And in Marvin.js you will find bond properties. When you can work with bond properties, you can place structure editor and also use atom list. If you want to place several atoms, you can place generic groups as a substructure to place at cyclic groups. This instrument you will find on the right side. You work with this is also very easy. For example, if you will click to G, it will be absolutely any atoms that existing in the database, and all place alkylic some special group, and you will find all this information. Also, new functions that I was not showing you in previous webinars is in structure editor is abbreviation. You, for example, can place here some abbreviation, and will give you this group, and you can use it. Or, for example, another abbreviation like this one, to place it to some connect it to some molecule and so on. It's or you can use other abbreviation like this. So can yes, place it here. Abbreviation are also working. Let's continue. Expand properties of atom and atom properties. I think I was already showing this tool to you, but just remind that your work can work with atoms. Also, locking of the atom locking tools that I was not showing you, but I think it's also very helpful because its influence on the result of search as a substructure on all atoms or on heteroatoms. You can close some atoms to filter results, to filter some reactions, to filter some substances. Also, interesting tool that I'm not remember I was showing this or not. The name of tool is chain. You just click to chain and drawing the chain. And for example, I will give you. Let's clear everything. repeating unit. Repeating unit, you can use it to find some substances. For example, place here repeating unit and tell that this groups should be, or this part of molecule should be in from 1 to 5 times. Click to transfer to query. And we will click to substances. You will find all these beautiful substances. Probably you will, when CH3 groups from 1 from 5. Probably this instrument will also help you. Okay, come back to slides. Also, this instrument I think you already know, smarter groups. You can place to the molecule some defined attachment that you want attached to some molecule. I think I was showing you this example, and on this slide you will find how to, from where you can click and how to use it. You will I will share this with you, and you will understand. If you have some difficulties with use this tool, please use this slide. It's explaining how from where to click, how to drive the structure. I think it will help you. And results from this smarter group. Drawing reactions, everything is very simple. If you are chemists, you know how to use it. Place some substances. If you want to prepare to place some component below the arrow, it will be the component. You can insert structure from name if needed, but you can also draw it. And what is important, you can in structure editor you can not only place organic components, but for example you can also place here inorganic components, like for example potassium carbonate. Sorry. Yes, included here. You can also place here some inorganic component, not using without molecular formula, just place potassium carbonate here. Yes, and for example, potassium carbonate you can place below the arrow. It will be, you will find reaction of these substances with this where in solution potassium carbonate. Transfer to query. I think we should find some reactions. Yes, we found some reactions where is potassium carbonate is in the conditions. Okay, let's continue. The reagent or the catalyst. Atom mapping, I think you already know this tool. You can explain to database if you're doing some chemical reaction. Explain directly to database where is some components. Explain that just use atom mapping and show that this is this carbon and this is this. For example, carbon. Sometimes it's very useful probably it's not good example, but you can possibility to explain to machine to make manual mapping of the atom. Like in this example, you can do this. Also, you can possibility to filter by catalysts in the reaction view, as I was showing you. Filter by solvent, filter by catalyst and reagent, filter by reaction classes and other things that will help you for screening and sort the information and sort your result and filter your result. For example, you can find in the reagent iron, zinc, and other components that can filter by this component. Query builder. It's absolutely huge amount of things in query builder, but briefly, it's a structure editor and also a lot of search fields like structure, molecular formula, Cas number, also this topics and keywords that are available here, and a lot of different filters available here, spectral, reactions, physical properties. Reactions filter are very useful that can filter your reactions by properties. You can place here, for example, supercritical reactions or reaction which goes with ionic liquids and other things that will help you to find this kind of chemical reactions. And you can combine it with different logic operators, not or, not near, like in here, you combine molecular formula with ethanol, and you're able to find solubility of natrium chloride in ethanol. For example, you need it, place just filter molecular formula, place sodium chloride in request, and place form solubility and place insolubility. This example I will show. It will not take a lot of time. Molecular formula. And here solubility filter. And in solubility you can choose a solvent and place, for example, ethanol. And if you will click to substances, you exactly find 22 reference for this and understand what is solubility of these substances in ethanol. And without reading, without copy paste, without reading the information, you will find that in different articles, different numbers. And what is important, you can click to any article and find citation. It looks that this document is very good, that a lot of citations to this. Probably this number is correct. Like this. And for example, your with query builder, what you can do, combine molecular formula with stereoactive catalysis. For example, you want to find stereoselective catalysis with molecular mass in this range. Just use 3 filters: molecular formula, substances properties, molecular weight, and you will find this kind of substances with and you see that stereoactive catalyst, homogeneous catalyst. And for example, there is a special kind of another example. If you are working with some substances and want to find similar substances, you can explain to structure editor. Click to add more, for example, 3 closures, and will be only filtered by substructure with 3 closures. Okay. And for example, you can combine it with other filter. For example, very useful filter substances properties. And if you're interested to find some fungicide, just combine structure editor with fungicide, or just use substance properties as fungicide, and you will find all, with this filter, you will find absolutely all substances that have properties as fungicide, and in combination with structure, it will be also filtered by structure. And for example, here, thiabenzazole is used as a fungicide. And also you can combine it with other filter by solubility. If you want to find molecules with this formula, which are fungicide and also soluble in ethanol. You can use all this filter in combination. And another example, for example, you're developing UF filter for cosmetic. Just use 3 times filter for substances properties. In one place you will place UV filter, in another filter you will place cosmetic. Between first 2 forms you use AND logic, and on the fourth logic please place, for example, NOT. I will show you how to do it. Substance properties. Yes, we need it 3 times. In here we will place ultraviolet filter. In here we can place, for example, cosmetic. Between first and second, use logic AND. And for in third filter, we can place relative with logic NOT. And let's see what we'll find Reaxys for us. A lot of substances that could be useful for your scientific work if you are developing UV filter for cosmetics, but too much also carbon dioxide in here. Probably we can find some better examples. If we will switch, for example, from logic AND to logic NEAR, I think we will find better examples. Benzoic acid, salicylic acid, probably this tocopherol, and other substances that have possibility to be UV filters. And okay, if you know that you want to add all substances should be from titanium, you can place here titanium. We start filter, use this filter and find, yes, 1 substances in reality, on just 1 substances, but you can try with other metals. It's I just want to show that this is working, and you will really find the information that you need. And please use combination of filters. This combination of filters will really help you find really exactly that you need. Another example, absorption of some substances with titanium, with some sorbents, titanium oxide with very popular sorbent, just with this filter. Place here material for absorption and what you want to absorb in molecular formula, and you will find all the information, absorption with additional partner absorption, with temperatures, everything that extracted. And what is absolutely excellent, that you don't need to make any copy paste from the document. Everything is in Reaxys. All the absorptions properties is extracted. Another example, for example, water treatment with nanotubes. Probably you want to find this application also with combination of filter of titles, abstracts, and keywords. You can combine it several times. You place water treatment, water purification with logic OR, combine it in one group, and add nanotubes as a near to find more relevant document. It also help you to find the information with this example. If you're working on some scientific topic, you can use all this filter to find exactly the document and substances that's interesting for you. Also, we have in Reaxys a lot of optical filters. Just place here in filter by filters optical data, optic rotatory power, optics, and optical yield, which are useful that you can use. I can really continue endless telling about Reaxys, but we have not so much time. Just want to show you that we have in Reaxys history of our request that you was working together today. If you will click to history, you will find the history of today request. You can save all any your requests that you was working today to your account, to come back later to this request, edit this query, or make absolutely unique instrument to make alert. You can place your email and give the alert name. It will be, and Reaxys will be scanning all internal resources, for example, every 2 weeks or every week or every month, and after every updates. And for example, on Thursday, we'll be sending you information that it found some new document related to your topic in magazines, in patents, in books, and you will be informed. Even you are not working with not going to Reaxys, you just create this filter, and Reaxys will be working after you and send you results. And a couple of words about new functions. We are dramatically updated patent content of this in this year, and it's you have access to newly published patents, and you really stay on the top of the patents published in you by your competitors or by your colleagues or by your collaborative person that you're interesting for, that you have interest, and you really have access to this information. And also what is important, patent information from major patent agencies translated to English, and you can use it. And uh, uh, by yeah, you can easily browse it, and also thanks to English translation, keywords, terms, and the claims are discoverable in English, and ensuring customers retrieve comprehensive result and don't miss any innovative information. And for example, in Japan, in China, and everything, a lot of information is available and indexed, and you can get it now because we dramatically updated content from patents. Okay, think that everything that I was preparing for you today, I was a little bit hurry to be in time, but I think we can start again, relaunch our poll as we was planning. And when wait for your answers, and also I think with some comments and questions in chat or in.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alexi, for this very informative webinar, and we are pleased to receive your feedback regarding what you wish to learn next in our upcoming webinars hosted by the conference unit at the National Research Center in Egypt. Please choose one or more topics of your interest and let us all enjoy enhancing our research together. This is a multiple choice option, so you might choose one or more of these options. We have shared this poll at the beginning of the session today, but maybe some of you have not reached us at the beginning. So we are again willing to hear from you. Which of the following topics you are interested in? So we have the water resources and treatment topic. That would be more related to water and water treatment, demineralization, sanitation, other water purification technologies, improvement of water use efficiency, wastewater treatment, drainage technologies, water analysis and monitoring of contaminations with fertilizers, pesticides, and pollutions. The second option would be petrochemical and energy, materials and technologies, minerals and its properties, material science, sustainable development and green chemistry, renewable energy, and water treatment again. The third option would be agriculture and sustainable food production, natural technologies in foods, food analysis, such as pesticides, antibiotics, identification of fake food and beverage, quality of foods and beverage, mycotoxins and fumonisins, aflatoxins, heavy metals, polychlorinated biphenyls and benzopyrenes, etc. The fourth and not least option would be about biotechnology, biochemistry, pharmacology, medical devices, pharmaceuticals, and biomedicine applications, biological sciences, and veterinary. So we are waiting for your feedback again. This would be an option to launch further webinars of your interest. These would be short webinars, not very long, a bit less than the 60 minutes webinar we've been having all through the Reaxys series through March 2021. So we are talking about 30 to 40 minutes webinars that would be very light and very quick and very informative too. Our speaker will be also Mr. Alexi Moisif, a life science solution customer consultant at Elsevier, Russia, Turkey, CIS countries, and Egypt. So we are really glad to have you again and really eager to learn more from you. I personally have enjoyed all the series of Reaxys, and I feel a little bit nostalgic of the ending this last session after having 6 successive sessions about Reaxys. We have learned a lot. You have shared a lot of your experience. It seems you love what you are doing, and this is really apparent on how simply you talk about it and how clearly you talk about it. Thank you very much for sharing all this experience, for sharing your time. And I believe everyone, just like me, enjoyed all your series of webinars. So we are still waiting for your answers. I don't know if you can give us the feedback, how many of our audience have already responded to the poll?
Thank you, Dr. Zahra Mwafi. I think I see the question from Mohammad El Fakir. He
Yes,
asking about fees for registration on Reaxys. Reaxys is available of Egyptian Knowledge Bank, as I understand, for every citizen of Egypt.
that's true. So, Dr. Muhammad Aidel, if you are living in Egypt, if you have a researcher account in a university, a research institute, and any academy that is linked to the Egyptian Knowledge Bank, you should be able to access free access for free. So I'm not sure if you're living in Egypt or not, but this is available for anyone who is linked to a researcher account. And also, if you have been activating your researcher account from inside Egypt and you need to access it remotely from any other country, this is possible too. But you need to activate it from your university or your research institute or your academy in Egypt at first through the Egyptian Knowledge Bank, and then you can remotely access it from any other place, either from home inside Egypt or from outside. Hopefully, we have answered your question. Otherwise, I see only many, many thanks everywhere for all this informative webinars you've been sharing with us, Alexi. Uh, I think you can share the poll responses with us.
I will try to do this. And polling, yes, I'm clicking.
Yes, you may end the poll and share the results, please. Great. So this looks a lot like the first poll we had at the beginning of the session, if I'm not missing anything. We have the fourth option about biotechnology, biochemistry, pharmacology, medical devices, pharmaceuticals, biomedicines, application, biological science, and veterinary, winning the first place up with more than 51% of our audience willing to hear about it. The second options goes for the agriculture and food production. The third would go for water, and the least not last would go for petrochemical and energy. So I think we can manage to prepare those webinars and reorganizing and hosting them very soon within the coming weeks within the conference unit at the National Research Center. So I strongly recommend you to keep following us through the websites, through www.confunrc.com. You have it written in the chat box. You might follow us through the Facebook page or through the YouTube channel too for accessing all the previous recordings of all of our previous session, either for the Access series or the other Elsevier NRC webinar series we have been organizing and still doing with Elsevier in collaboration with the Egyptian Knowledge Bank. I can only thank you for all the time you've been giving us and all the efforts you've been putting in your presentations. I may remind my audience that you have the link for all the previous materials in PDF version of the presentations that Alexia have been shared with us all through this month. So this is a very precious material, and I really recommend you to keep it safely and go back to it at any time. You may contact us for any comments, for any inquiries. I hope you have all submitted the form for receiving your certificate for today. you will find it in the Google Drive form for the certificates within 5 to 10 minutes. So please check the spelling you used, and you can find your own PDF printable version of your certificate. We have also shared with you the Google Drive link for all the previous materials, just as I explained, for all the previous presentations. I'm rechecking the chat box if anyone had any other question. So you also have shared in the chat box the previous recording of the session part 1 of how to improve research and development with Reaxys. This session have been really informative, really wrapping up everything and giving us lots of tips and tricks how to get the most of Reaxys. I think it's very useful. Thank you very much for all the effort you have put in, Alexi, and would like to hear a final word from you before leaving our audience.
Thank you, Dr. Al-Zahra Mawafi, and thank you, everyone, that you attended today on our event, and see you on the next webinar that we will for sure prepare for you.
Thank you very much, and I really hope you all the best. And until we can meet again, stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of yourselves. And we will be waiting your feedbacks. If you have any comments, any inquiries, any requirements, any suggestions, we are always here to help you with anything you need to learn more about. So let us always know through the webinars chat box, through the conference unit website, through the Facebook page. And I was very proud to be organizing this series with you. This was Dr. Al-Zahra Ahmad Al-Muefi, Assistant Researcher at the Child Health Department of the Medical Research Division of the National Research Center. It was really my honor to have all the audience, not only from the National Research Center, different divisions, but also from other universities and other academies inside Egypt and also from outside Egypt. I'm very, very, very glad to have some followers from other countries in Africa, in Middle East, some from Europe, some from the Americas, some from Asia. Actually, I'm really blessed to be part of this series and to be part of the conference unit at the National Research Center who gave me this opportunity. So thank you all again. Have a nice evening and see you soon. Very healthy, very safe, and take care of yourself. Thank you, Alexi.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank
See
you very
you
much
all
for
soon.
everyone.
We have very warm greetings from Macedonia, actually. Vesna Karapetskovska, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, is sending very warm greetings to you, and I think to me too. So thank you very much, and keep following us, and we are very proud of you being part of our audience. Thank you.
Thank you, Esna.
Okay, bye-bye, everyone.